Tom, can I tell you a secret?
Huh? Don't you think you're a little old to still have wet dreams?
If you're a fan of Adam Sandler movies like Happy Gilmore, Big Daddy, or The Wedding Singer, then you've seen Allan Covert. He's been in almost every single one, often stealing the show with his quirky and hilarious characters.
2 cones! Those could have been people, those could have been guests at her wedding.
They were cones!
But who is Allan Covert? Where did he come from? And what has he been up to lately? Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Justin Williams, and you're watching Where Are They Now? Allan Stephen Covert was born October 13, 1964, in sunny West Palm Beach, Florida, to a Southern Baptist mother and a Jewish father. So you can say the upbringing was a bit of mixed culture. Covert eventually moved up to New York City to study theater at New York City University, and that's where he met his future comedy partner, Adam Sandler.
I'm confused. Well, because you like her.
They were not only classmates, but also roommates and the best of friends. Funnily enough, Allan would go on a radio show called Hot Radio Maine to tell the story. He mentioned that when he went to his guidance counselor being like, yo, I need some credits, and I only want to take this class called History of Comedy. The counselor was like, that's an elective. And he's like, I'm going to take it anyways. And he later on goes to say how he walked into class and then some goofy kid from New Hampshire literally sat next to me.
I used to open up for him when he would do college tours doing stand-up, and I was an opening act.
He then added, and we realized throughout the class that him and I were the only two who appreciated the greatness of Caddyshack, and a bond was made. From that bonding moment in class to releasing some of the funniest films that the world has ever seen, this goes beyond your average university friendship.
You're best friends with Adam.
Yeah.
You guys went to college together.
Yeah, all of us actually. Me, Adam, Frank Caracci.
And I can attest to that because I have no idea what my university friends are up to. I should probably send them a Christmas card. Covert's first movie with Sandler was the 1989 comedy Going Overboard. Fun fact, he played a small role as a cruise ship bartender. Pour me up a double shot of whiskey. And although the movie was considered a flop, it was the beginning of Covert and Sandler's long-term collaboration. And with this experience being a letdown, it wasn't just that, but in fact it was also a stepping stone to success which would come later. They didn't fail, they succeeded at figuring out what doesn't work. Or at least that's what my therapist tells me. From there, Covert became one of the core members of the Happy Madison crew, appearing in nearly every Sandler film. Whether it was playing a goofy bandmate in The Wedding Singer or a slobbering prone roommate in Big Daddy, Covert had a way of stealing the scenes. Remember his bizarre character, Little Nicky, with that creepy freaking voice and that weird tongue thing? Covert really committed to the role as the roommate in Little Nicky. See, he actually gained weight for this part, which was weird to me. And do you remember his role as the eccentric food taster in Mr. Deeds with the unforgettable, I can taste colors line? Well, if you don't, then your parents have failed you, and I am so sorry. Here's a random fact you didn't ask for, but now you get. Did you know that Covert and Sandler have a song together? Back in 1996, they released a hilarious track called Joining the Cult on Sandler's comedy album, What the Hell Happened to Me? The song has a funny take on the whole cult phenomenon, with Sandler trying to convince Covert to join him in a crazy, over-the-top cult. Covert isn't just a scene stealer on camera, he's also a powerhouse behind the scenes, baby. Co-writing films like The Wedding Singer and Grandma's Boy, he's been influential in shaping the signature humor of Happy Madison Productions. He's the guy who helped craft those quotable lines and memorable characters we all know and love. Also, another fun fact for you, did you know that Allan can actually play the drums? This might explain why he was so convincing as a band member in The Wedding Singer. I guess you can say he's a man of many talents, but is he a master of one? In 2006, Covert finally got his chance to step into the spotlight, baby, by playing the lead role in Grandma's Boy. This classic follows a 35-year-old video game tester forced to move in with his grandma and her 2 quirky roommates after being evicted. Times are tough. While critics didn't initially love the film, critics, what do they know? People started warming up to it over time. And eventually it gained a massive cult following with fans quoting things like, I'm gonna get my eat on, and there's a lot of things that can happen when you're not prepared. But Grandma's Boy wasn't just a comedy, it had themes of friendship, family, and pursuing your dreams, even when they seemed out of reach. Covert's performance as Alex was both hilarious and endearing. perfectly capturing a blend of slacker charm and genuine vulnerability. That same year, in 2006, Covert would marry Catherine Ashley Hagstrom on Valentine's Day. How romantic! They have 4 children together before divorcing in 2019. So I guess not so romantic. I jumped the gun on that. Covert has always been notoriously private. I guess you can say it's in his name. So not a lot is known about his family life. But with 4 kids, you can bet he's the kind of dad who keeps his family laughing with impressions of his iconic movie roles. So, is Allan Covert really done with show business? Not at all. While he hasn't been seen acting much, he's deeply involved in behind the scenes as an executive producer for Happy Madison's productions. He's done pretty well for himself in Hollywood, I must admit. His estimated net worth is around $10 million a dues, and that does not sound bad to me. And in fact, if I could just get one of those millions, that'd be great. In recent years, Covert has worked on several big projects, including Hubie Halloween, Home Team, and Murder Mystery 2. His continued contributions ensure that Happy Madison remains a comedy powerhouse. Outside of Hollywood, though, Covert seems to be enjoying the quieter side of life, focusing on family and personal projects. After decades of making us laugh, he's earned some time to relax and recharge. One odd thing about Allan is his fascination with Bigfoot. Now, this claim is just a claim, but if it's true, I'm wondering where it came from. That was very random, but anyways, now we all know it. Allan Covert might not be a household name, but his contributions to comedy are undeniable. From unforgettable on-screen moments to the creative genius behind the scenes, he's been a main ingredient for some of the funniest films in the last few decades. On X, fans put together some of their favorite lines from his roles, so of course, we're going to share them with you. Let me get my spectacles on. The first quote is, "I don't know what you are, but I'm going to effing eat you too." Now that's just objectively funny. But on a deeper level, a fan wrote, "All I really want is someone to hold me and tell me that everything is going to be alright." And you know what? I think everybody wants that to a degree. And who knows, maybe Allan will make a grand return to the big screen someday, bringing back his quirky humor and unforgettable charm to fans all over again. While he seems to be enjoying life behind the scenes as a producer and spending quality time with his family, his contributions to comedy remains timeless. From his small but hilarious moments in films like Happy Gilmore to leading cult favorites like Grandma's Boy, Allan's roles have left an unforgettable mark on comedy lovers everywhere. Until that potential comeback, we can re-watch his iconic performances, relive the laughter he brought us, and appreciate the creative genius he continues to bring to Happy Madison Productions. Whether he's in front of the camera or behind it, Covert's work reminds us why he's such a cherished part of Sandler's comedy family. What do you guys think about Allan? What's your favorite Allan Covert moment? Is it Todd's weird tongue antics in Little Nicky, or the heartwarming slacker charm of Alex in Grandma's Boy? Let us know in the comments below, and always, thanks for watching. My name is Justin Williams, and you're awesome!